So Antifa is anti-fascist. Welcome to the Gardeners and the Snakes. Today we're talking about how Trump has stated that he's going to sign an order that designates Antifa as a terrorist organization. And I just want to get to the bottom of this. Is Antifa a terrorist organization? So in order to have this conversation, I think there's two things that we need to understand. We need to understand first what Antifa is, and we need to understand second what terrorism is. So what is Antifa? Antifa, the name, if you're unfamiliar with it, is just a short abbreviation of anti-fascist. So Antifa is anti-fascist. It's also important to know that it's not a centralized group. It's a loosely organized movement or ideology. People will identify as being part of Antifa, but there is no formal organization that is actually Antifa, which some people who would argue that you can't actually call Antifa a terrorist organization will point to that as their reasoning. So as an organization, it has no official leaders, it has no headquarters, it has no national structure. But they do have local cells and localized networks. They use online platforms and they plan protests and they share tactics towards their goals, which they claim are to stop fascism. We see things like very common practices are wearing all black clothing and masks to conceal their identity when they take action. Their direct actions often include vandalism, arson, assaults, intimidation. They do end up causing a lot of riots, though what they would say they're doing is just simply protesting. They often clash with police and conservative demonstrators. They're also known for shutting down events or speakers that they label as fascists, often applying the term to mainstream conservatives. Well, the U.S. government has not officially designated Antifa as a terrorist organization at time of recording. Law enforcement often treats Antifa as domestic extremists, and I think that's probably a correct thinking about it. Generally speaking, commentators who are on the left will say that Antifa are defenders of communities from fascism, and they will typically downplay their violence. And then commentators on the right will say that Antifa is domestic terrorists and that they're undermining free speech, law, and order. So that's Antifa.